this first lead.
So bot lane should be Barrel and aiming favored. Mid lane is definitely BDD favored, but not necessarily early on.
Yeah.
And then top should be perfect favored, but I have not been impressed by Rumble's laning phases recently. Castle or a perfect rather already setting. That was a long time ago that he played for KT.
Yeah.
I mean, just zoning him off the wave isn't bad, but they don't know BDD's on his way though. I think they'll read the play.
Yeah, BDD's here. The dive comes in and Barrel just
dead. I guess it's fine. You should watch it. You're not going to, I know. But a lot of the names are. So if you speak German, you can. All the names are spoilers. It's very funny.
No ult used here by Lucid yet. Equalizer does absolutely nothing, and now the ult is going to come down. Perfect in a lot of trouble. Yes, he flashes, but you're not getting away from the Pantheon. It's an easy execute. First blood for Lucid in the top lane. KT, they get the Showmaker goes in with his shield, takes a huge amount of damage from BDD. Peter is diving the turret, and now he has to flash away. He is going to get the ult out of Barrel. Korean is not Thengok. Oh, we got a fight going on here as an ult comes in and they just isolate Barrel. He's going to go down. Peter may be in a bit of trouble, but no real follow-up from DK. Well, we're trying to gank Showmaker. Showmaker trying to do his best Faker impression.
That's 4 people.
He is going to flash pretty nicely, but now we got the follow-up coming in from DK. Look at Duck Tom. He is just in no man's land getting isolated. Cuz as well, not able to do anything. BDD with the zoning and the spear's not able to do enough. Trying to be the Gold King. As now we have the follow-up engage. Over the wall goes Barrel. Thanks to Peter headbutting him, but that is Rakan. So this time, Barrel actually does have a way out.
Who's pushing your mid lane?
Just ignore it, and it doesn't become a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Peter just gonna... I don't know. Especially with the TP coming in, there was just no escape, so I guess he just selected...
Oh, she was looking.
Oh, there it is. The ult is... Both of them are going to miss, actually, because one flash...
Heavily towards trying to put Duck Down behind. Not even towards bot, because aiming just stayed mid and farmed. But I'm not quite sure what happened. There's shield that is a yoke.
Oh, but that ult misses.
Yeah, he could have hit. The Herald started. I guess we don't get a replay just yet. Maybe later. We'll see. Shield doesn't have TP, so he can't join. He's on his way. DK are going to be a member down.
He's taking a lot of damage from this new Rift Herald. He is Nidalee, and he's trying to heal up, but is not doing a great job of it.
Still down a member.
Yeah.
So they want to play it slow, so that they've been doing a lot of the watching and not doing anything, so I actually like this a lot more. Because there's no TP, so this bot lane turret is going to go down.
Yeah. Free bot lane turret that I think DK will definitely take, especially from ahead. This is Rakan. Can they lock him down for long enough? The angle here on a Barrel, not bad, but no Yone ult.
He has heals?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
See you on the flank. The engage comes in from Barrel, and now here comes the Pantheon, and they just isolate the backline so well. DK, layer everything, but Barrel immediately goes down. 2 kills go to the Rumble, but look at aiming. He's just full health, popping him down one by one. BDD is still going. He wants more blood. He's going to take down Showmaker. And he's got a Nidalee behind him. A double knockup comes in. BDD playing this out as well as he possibly could. But has he overstepped his bounds? It looks like he will be just fine. BDD able in the middle of that fight. Most gold aiming also being outdone as now Barrel tries to go for the quickness just to live, but he gets ulted down. And BDD is on his game tonight. If he comes here, I'll go for it.
6 levels up. Walks in a straight line. Get hits by the Q3.
I like how he has his mouse input.
Bladed steel caps.
Barrel. He doesn't have a celestial opposition. He has to flash away this time. And he still nearly dies. Well, it's even stronger now, the buff. So it's just even more of a flip angle. Our teams are like, no, we must do it. Everybody gather up and lose resistances.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, KT just waiting on the very outside of it. Just waiting for the steal. They're trying to pull it back, but it's too late. It goes to Pantheon, though. So DK, they get the Thornbound on a con. And KT have nothing to show for it except a dead cow. And now CU goes on the back line. He gets the follow-up from the Barrel. Barrel immediately goes down, but Lucid is on the hunt. Should be going down himself. Holds up the shield, though. BDD still looking for the angle on the left side. They do get the Pantheon. But I think DK are in a fine spot, and they got the Otacon. Feeling pretty good about this
Second
fight.
Drake, not going to be the end of the world. That Otacon, that is going to stick around. The getting continuous value of that.
Aren't you and Ox going to have a lot less fun?
Yeah, we are. Why'd you rub that in?
Yeah, after I did it once, I had to commit, you know. Here's the engage, by the way. They're going to find Lucid, but that's a Pantheon. He just holds up the shield, and he doesn't really care all that much. So, a lot of engage used, especially BDD's ult.
The plant. Lucid's basically full health again.
Yeah, another engage comes in, though, on a Showmaker. He has to go golden, but now he's in a ton of trouble. Puts up the divide, but he's already dead. And so is Beryl, because of course Beryl is dead. As now Perfect gets into the perfect spot with that Flame Spitter. And the rest of the team here from DK is just barely getting away. BDD wants it. With the Q3, he's not going to have it, but it's another win here to KT in the fight, and they get the Dragon.
Numbers available, a lot of resources were used. This is a big gamble, KT. I think you should be happy to just take the soul point and leave it at that, but who am I kidding? It's KT, they're not going to do that. I think they should be able to, the helpers are getting low, TPs are coming in.
They have a lot of damage.
Shiu is big, Edge of Night done.
There's only 3 of them here. TP's now coming in, but Lucid is not here, so no steal available. But Peter is just going to sacrifice for the rest of the team to get the objective. Perfect, he looks okay, does get knocked up, and now BDD. Ooh, nice Zonius here from Showmaker to save him, but now he's on top of the equalizer, and he's burning down. He might just die. Oh, Showmaker goes down.
Do a really good job in the previous fight, and DK are just going to give it up, and the gold lead finally going to get bigger and bigger.
Peter over the wall, comes on in, goes under the turret, does throw his ult up, and takes a bunch of damage anyway. Meanwhile, Shiu he elected not to flank, and instead he's just getting a mid-inner. And nobody's going to punish him. They can't get there on time.
Really one of the few top laners together with Zay.
It's only game 1! Where it's like 50 minutes in.
Yeah, that was KT the last time that Atlas yelled that in pure... I don't even know what emotions he was going through.
Exasperation.
It was a lot.
Well, the whole team's here. BDD, are you okay? Nice buffer, but he might not be okay still. He is going to go down into his GA. Now does res. The rest of KT does come over. And Lucid's in a bit of trouble, but it's only Peter in the front line. And KT, they don't want to go in. And so they're just going to let them get out.
This series so far...
Both of these teams are playing very respectfully. I say that as Shiu, once again, is split pushing mid. Should be okay, though. And here's the equalizer. Once again, Showmaker going to be hit by the brunt of that. Lucid in a really bad spot, but he's just thrown over the wall instead. And that just secures them the soul. So yeah, they're not going for the kill. They just want the soul. And now Peter able to frontline. Shiu goes down immediately in that backline alone. And now the lineup comes in for BDD. That's got to get bounce house, but now Perfect is just roasting them. And they have no way to get out of this one. Aiming does get taken out. Meanwhile, Showmaker is just killing everyone in the backline with Lucid.
Spear!
But the spear is too big and too much damage. Triple kill comes through for Perfect. And that'll be the end of this one after Lucid finally goes down. The Quadra for Perfect back after a full 31 days. Spent the most time in Challengers. I think it might be Lucid. Okay. Well, Showmaker pressed the wrong button. He doesn't have a ward or anything. He just decided, okay.
I think it will be available. Prio is as high as it is. As we are currently just doing some poking.
Yeah, a bit of back and forth. Shiu going to find 2. Has to back away. Actually, BDD is taking a lot of damage from Showmaker, especially now that the Elder is spawning. And there's the poke coming in. The Equalizer once again going to zone them away. Lucid does not get hit by the Equalizer, though.
They don't get to play the game. Oh, yeah. DK, this is the Hail Mary.
Yeah, going to engage onto Alistair. Lucid nearly dies, but they're not so sure about that. He flashes away. Bit of damage going into the Elder already from BDD. And it might just be the flip. KT, they've kind of just turned on the Dragon here. They have a huge amount of damage. Here comes the ult, but it's early. And immediately they just turn on to him and Lucid's dead. There's no smite. And Perfect once again holds the door in their face. They try to take the fight, but the Elder goes away at KT. And yes, Perfect will go down, but the rest of DK will fall as well. Although Shiu does get the 1 kill on the backside.
It shouldn't be a bad thing to lose, but we know this team does kind of float by on vibes, and right now...
he's trying to clear the wave. He flashes away.
Oh.
He clears the wave.
Okay.
Mostly.
Well,
they're going to get 1.
Next wave is coming.
Oh, there's another range. There's another range minion right underneath. Because, yep. That should be the end. Shiu, yeah, he just gets bonked on the head by Elder, and that'll do it. KT wins a 40.
Big moment, and again, the zoom in on Showmaker. I know his damage numbers looked good, but it still feels like that Azir pick away was only that. It was only a pick away. We didn't see any good plays around that. And Beryl, the less said about his recon. Rel and Lilia. I have to do a lot of heavy lifting here because this comp, it doesn't really come together for me. Whereas for KT, kind of love this. Good engage, solid matchups.
Yeah. Love the Jhin here.
Yeah, it's the DK bot. Really, really strong farming jungle once you get your first item. So anything that delays that, I think actually has pretty big repercussions. Lucid will be fine. You know, it's not the end of the world. But he is going to be a little bit behind us. Showmaker!
Oh, the flash on in. If BDD doesn't flash that, I think he just dies.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, we'll see what he elects to do. He does crash down, and he has flash, so I think he's just fine, but does have to use his flash. Meanwhile, speaking of no flash, BDD, bit of trouble.
Flash?
He's very fast, and Lucid can't really get in range, so...
Yeah, unless he commits the flash from... Oh, I say... Well. I think he's still fine. Still sitting on Cookie. Perfect's on 2 as well, but Showmaker is playing very angry. I think he also is done Cryo in both mid and bot lane. Cuz pathing towards
this reminds me of like old League of Legends. Very slow early games. As now we're going in. Nice crash down, but Showmaker not in the best of spots, and he also doesn't have his flash, so he's gonna go down. And that's first blood of but Shiu is dunking on the enemy. He's trying to get it done, but the needles are coming through, and now Shiu's in a rough spot. He gets taken out, and it's 3v2. Peter is pretty low. Some burn damage coming through. KT's still gonna go in on this one, but so will DK, thinking they have the damage from the Lilia, but it's gonna miss. The Eve is not going to hit, and now Lucid just on the chase, but instead he's denied everything. It's a double for Cuz. Not everyone believed, but seeing it now, it feels like...
And that's the comfort zone.
The hype train is back. Or KT ROLSTER.
After a great laning phase. Just got outplayed there, Peter. Ox already gave some credit. KD didn't look the most impressive as oh god.
Aiming is going in, BDD is Rise. So a trade of ults, you could say. And BDD doesn't really care so much about that.
Big win, but price is being paid. On the map, the grubs are being taken. And there might be a dive angle onto Shiu as well. Cuz's is Cyclone available. Aiming, I guess, is going to get this. But you can see as well, the desperation is kind of getting to DK. Like Shiu flashing in there on that previous play, trying to burst people down in hammer form. Aiming, just ulting on top.
He'll take that. That's a decent amount of mixed damage on DK, but still now, oh, he's going to jump over him. Still going to hit him with the lance, but flashing in, perfect! Does it again! And I don't know if Barrel's got the damage here. Maybe he barely does, but oh, one grasp, it's not going to be enough. And Barrel at least the real carry.
The continued struggles for Barrel here. Because the idea behind that play is great, but...
Dashes it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Barrel eventually is able to get the kill, but you're going to be very happy about that sequence of events if you're perfect.
He didn't say anything, though.
He's locked in.
I mean, it's his re-debut back to the LCK.
Yeah.
Like, it's not actually a debut, but, like, he got benched for casting because he was playing poorly. So,
and he was.
Again, if there's anyone who had something to prove today, it was him. And maybe Showmaker. Right? Showmaker's a little bit of a different case.
Showmaker and Barrel still haven't proven anything. Perfect, though.
Well, in terms of people that had something to prove. Perfect's doing it.
Yeah. Very
Showmaker
true.
and Barrel are still waiting.
I'm sure they're getting the proof. Any day now, it'll be released.
Yes.
Hopefully in this game. We definitely were never delirious.
That just made for a better cast.
Yeah.
It was worth it in the end.
Yundo was with us on those 9 games. He does not remember them fondly.
Well, it's a different feel. As this time, Barrel is going to be able to peel for them pretty nicely. Perfect does have more needles, though, and maybe Perfect just goes down here as Peter is getting pretty low himself. Both of the supports will eat it as Aiming and Perfect trade a kill.
Get these evades up. Evades is kind of what it feels like, which makes sense with the prio they've been having.
Sleep on a BDD.
Play to work.
No flash, and you're up against two. I don't think he's getting out of this one. Shock blast to the face.
And a desperate place continues this loose. He just wants a count. And he can get it.
Oh no, he flashes and he's still gonna die. Everybody was here, and they hand the kill over to Duckdom too. It's gonna feel great. This Jin, you know, was behind aiming, was about 800 gold ahead.
He knew, and Lucid.
Now they're getting played top.
So I'm saying, it just looks tilted, right? Just wants to grump, wants to get resources so he gets to play the game, but not happening. KT for these players on the Rift.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
He's going to be smoked down. I'm trying to avoid the knockback, and he does have his flash. I think he's just, oh, the predict! BDD's so on his game tonight. Let's see it. Let's go for him.
Okay.
Yeah,
got him okay.
Yeah, he was, oh man.
플레이트 방했네.
I got hit by the predict. Like, they're DPSing it, but she was going mid.
This is a must-win fight for DK. If they lose this one as well, I think the lead is just going to be too big to deal with. KT's going to get too far ahead.
Perfect's going 1v1 with Showmaker right now. Meanwhile, we got a catch on the bottom side. He's just dead! He's taken out before the fight even really begins! And now Lucid is being sniped down, trying to play a bullet hell, but he can't get away! And Barrel's not able to block. Wouldn't have mattered either. The needles were coming over the top, and that is 3 kills just like that, basically for free for KT.
That's it! That should just be it! KT's about to 2-0
They're not able to respond to it very well.
Chiu, I think, looking for a TP. At least waiting in the brush for now. Might clear out the wave. Do they want to go for this? Herald's crashing mid. Might just let them have it. Leave it at that. Lucid is stacking his passive. I think it's already too late.
It's pretty late. I mean, Lucid nearly got in there. That was kind of close.
He is very
running in a
speedy.
straight line at them.
The craziest thing, they're only 2k gold down.
Yeah, she was up on gold.
That's just not how the game is feeling.
Well, the sword trade comes through, and now he's just TPing away. He's trying to, at least, and he should be able to.
Good play.
I mean,
Why?
Blue is TP.
It's here.
Let's
Yeah!
do the Otacon.
No
Hey!
Mary. Might as well.
Well, they know. They know this is happening.
You get the TP, you can now leave. You got the... No,
or they could pull it and win the smite.
well, they did.
Like
they
didn't
get it last time.
And KT is not here because Izzo, he gets into the pick just barely and steals it away, and Barrel's just, he's just gone. He's out of the fight immediately because pretty low, but now you've got the front line as Perfect just runs them down. The TP comes in the Realm Warp. They get behind them. Aiming doing a good job of kiting, but he just doesn't have a team. It's a Quadra for the Gwen, and Aiming says absolutely not. You get out of here with that. And KT doesn't really care because they won the fight in a big way and really the issue was... Please, please, please. Please give me... Get the slow. He wanted the penta.
They're going to start Nash. And
They do it so quickly, by the way.
BDD is going to Realm Warp over. And then this is all or nothing.
They can't do Baron.
Yeah, they have to. They don't have a choice. And then they're going to Realm Warp over. And
all right.
the flip's going to come through.
Yeah, I mean, the Hail Mary is there, and they just have to back away. They're just being pelted by Jin right now.
Dead.
And meanwhile, Xiu's just dead. And it's not a leash, but it basically is. KT, they get the free kill. They say, thank you very much, buddy. And maybe we'll just take the objective.
Yeah, that's Nash. And what a fall from grace for a team that was, we knew, not really our #1 team during LCK Cup, but watching them
Gwen with
on
flash.
the way.
Yeah. I don't think you do anything, and he's just going to flash away. And now we get the needles in a barrel, and they just dive under the turret. They don't care. Down goes Barrel, and they even have the wave here. Oh, some Krugs on your way, why not?
They even have the wave here.
They even have the wave here. Flash over the wall.
But he did! He did! He did flash over the wall!
And it might just be done so from here. KT, if they don't want to spend their gold, if they feel like they're far enough ahead, huge damage coming out from just Duckdom. And that really just shows where this team is at right now.
It's actually unlosable, VODS.
I think from here it is.
We've reached the stage where even a KT game is unlosable.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
KT are the stable team. We expected both of these teams to be unstable. Underhand softball made of tissue paper into KT. I mean, they're so far behind now that it's really hard to say much, but yeah. Might just mean that KT ends it here. And maybe that's what Barrel wanted. At this point, it's really unsalvageable. And even that is going to be a shot from Duckdom straight into the heart of the DK fans. And straight into the heart of Shiyu as well. 31 minutes, that'll be the end of game 2. KT takes it down, clean 2-0.
Chill.
And Cuz was like, no, hit the turret. I can understand that desperation. You know, they didn't play desperately, but in that moment, right in front of the Nexus, where you are about to taste the 2-0 over DK, that's when you can be desperate.
And DK are going up against T1 this Saturday. I don't think that loss streak is going to end anytime soon. If they look how they played here today, not looking good. The Corky mid doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, but for KT, this might be where the season turns around, right? Let's not forget, there is still plenty of opportunity. The gap between particularly our third place and now KT will overtake Brion because they're